if you're ready. All right. Are we ready? I don't know if they can hear you. Can you do a check? All right, let's try this again. Can you hear me? Wave at me if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Kathy, can you hear us? Wave if you can. Can you hear us? Okay, we'll try again. Oh, there's a chat. Oh, can you see me to Cynthia? No. No. Kathy? Oh, Kathy said yes. Okay. All right. Well, if you can hear me, keep going. Okay. We have about 4 minutes before home office is going to start the video. And I'm going to start it in 4 minutes as well. We're going to be back and forth between the company's video, and then I'm going to have some insights from the training material that they provided for us, as well as some recognition for the year-end 2017, and some insights from me on how to have a successful business and how to use the company's promotions to help you build a successful business. Hi, Autumn. We can see you now. And just a little bit about getting ready for the new season and making the most of the tweener month, which is February, so that we don't just take the rest of January off and then take February off and think we're going to have a business in March when the new products come out. So just a little bit of insight on that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank you for being on Zoom. I know that in the last few trainings we've had over 150 people coming back to watch and view the trainings. So even if they're not live, this is a good format for a large number of people to join us in some training. So just kind of wanted to cover that. Home Office has done an absolutely spectacular job on the new products. I'm going to bring out a couple of my favorite and talk a little bit about what I've found from playing with them so far. But basically, the company's done such a great job with the videos that the majority of the additional training will be about how you can use them to have a rock solid business and to generate income. So that's one of the things also we wanted to do is we wanted to talk about our recognition. And I have 2 minutes to kind of cover our top people. I did go ahead and get this published and online today. So I know, Autumn, you clicked in and you said that you were surprised you saw your name in some different categories. And I chimed in that, hey, when you go for a trip, a lot of good things happen to you. And sometimes you're double dipping. Not only are you earning a trip, but you're promoting in the career plan, and you're also getting products, free products when they come out, and all kinds of good things, and a paycheck. So yeah, it's interesting to see. You're going to see that a lot of people do this alongside other jobs and busy family lives, and they still earn trips and they can be successful with Pampered Chef. So I wanted to congratulate Connie. She was definitely our top seller for the year with $227,000, $999.63. And then I also wanted to congratulate Katie Woods, who had 19 signed consultants. Congratulations to Katie. I'm going to be doing a special meeting for my first-gen directors and my personal team where I do some individual recognition and kick off an incentive program for them this next week. So I did want to congratulate Janet Moffett, who was my highest recruiter for my first gen, and my personal team was 16. And Carrie Furley, who was my top seller for after Connie, was $72,627.51. I just wanted to acknowledge those. I also wanted to be a little bit accountable and transparent. Sometimes people think I'm not working my business at the level that I'm at, and I want you to know I'm out there selling. I try to focus on the team and some of these kinds of things as well as sell. So I sell to earn the trips and to be consistent and be in front of enough people to recruit, but I'm not the top seller in my team. I sold $31,499.41, which is 34 shows, and you can do the math, divide that by 12. So I'm doing 3 to 4 shows a month. The show average then, if you divide that, is about 924.17. Bookings were 34. Some of those were catalog shows and a lot of shows I put together myself. So I don't get the consistent bookings from those that I do when I go out and do a kitchen show. This month I've been out there doing kitchen shows and I'm averaging between 4 and 5 bookings per show. And I have had recruit leads and recruits signing up from those shows. So that's always important to me. My first line team sales had $261,380.02 last year, and we had close to $1 million in overall organizational sales. So I just really wanted to congratulate the team. We had a wonderful year, and I wanted to congratulate all of you. I hope you take time to look at the recognition for 2017. So I think it's time for us to kick off the home office video and get that started. So I am going to share the video and play it from here, and then I'm going to be back. And let's get this going.
Welcome to Spring Launch 2018. We are so excited to be joining consultants across the United States and Canada.
That's right. And tonight we're letting 4 of our top performing consultants lead the show.
We got to talk about the new products with Allison Bohall, Danielle Redner, Ashley Bulmer, and Julie Gizzi.
Yes, and they shared so many great tips and ideas that you can use to add bookings to your calendar, sell new products to your customers, and add to your team this season.
Plus, you'll hear why and how they create memorable experiences for their customers at both in-person and virtual parties. Well, I'm ready to get started. How about you, Sandy?
Let's do it.
Introducing our stainless steel non-stick cookware. We did a ton of research looking at the best technology all over the world to find out what we could do to really improve our cookware. But more so, we looked at the kind of cooking that your customers are doing, what they need in a cookware, and we brought all of that to life in our new products. Now, everyone knows that stainless steel is by far the best cookware for getting a beautiful sear on your steak, your chicken, or your fish. So what we did is we brought the best parts about stainless steel and the ease of cleaning and the ease of use of nonstick, and we put them together in this new pan.
This is amazing. I'm speechless. Yeah. It's like the beautiful stainless that everyone wants to have in their kitchen, but yet it's still gonna be easy to clean up when they're done cooking.
These are not only easy to clean, but they're really easy to use. You can use metal utensils in it. You can use wooden or any other utensils you want. And you can also put it in the dishwasher.
Wow. I always wanted to use stainless, but I've never really known how to cook with it. But now I'm going to feel like a professional.
It takes all of the intimidation out of cooking with stainless steel.
So how is the mesh like adhered to the stainless? Is it actually like etched in, or is it overlaid, or?
So basically the stainless steel is formed in that mesh pattern, and then they coat it with a nonstick and brush it all off. So whatever the stainless steel is above stays in the pan. And the nonstick coating is PFOA free, right? So you know that you can feel comfortable using this cookware and feeding your family. You'll notice the handle has no rivets on the inside.
Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be so easy to clean.
Yeah, because those are horrible to clean around with the rivets inside.
And because it's a stainless steel pan, it works on gas, electric, and induction.
Oh, that's
Yay.
awesome.
That is so great. And there's been a lot of people who've been asking for nonstick that they can use on induction too. So that is really great. This is like going to be my go-to in the kitchen now.
Well, it takes like the intimidation out. Like your husband, your kids. I mean, you can do it and not stress over what temperature or how you're doing it to get the right sear. And it's just nonstick too, and easy clean, and dishwasher.
It's like the best of all worlds combined into one pan. I'm so excited for the new cookware and to feature it virtually. I think my biggest thing is going to be going live. I know we hear about these live videos all the time, but I really see that that's where the future is going. So something I might do with the cookware that I'm looking forward to is searing some chicken and actually pointing out the tension and pulling the chicken up off the pan and the beautiful sear that is on it, in conjunction with how easy is it to clean because of the nonstick coating on there as well. But when people really see that pow moment, it's really, really effective in selling these products virtually. Ready, 2, 3. Oh! Introducing our new nonstick cookware. Go ahead, touch it. Wow. It is beautiful. I'll tell you about that. Oh, she figured it out. It's exclusive to Pampered Chef is this handle design. It's a 2-step removable handle, which is super amazing for a few reasons. Number one, storage. Yeah. How many of you and your customers have issues storing your cookware? It's such a mess in your drawers and cabinets. Now you can store without any problem, and the handles are interchangeable throughout the cookware, so you don't have to match the right handle to the right side. That is cool. Dishwasher safe too, and the pans are also metal utensils. Yay! Yay! So that is amazing. Yeah, no more. Oh, and it's the same inside and out. Oh, yes, you can feel really great about these pans because they're PFOA free. The customers are going to love this. It's safe in the kitchen, safe for all your cooking needs. You'll take the handle off when putting it into the oven, so you don't have to worry about hot handles when removing it. How many times have you gone to grab for a pan and thrown your hand? Then you can just clip the handle right on and just pull it right out of the oven, which is going to make it so much more convenient.
I think it'll be great to do live videos and just show how easy.
I don't think I like that.
I can take the handles off and
the new handle on the new cookware.
When I'm done. So I see myself using probably one at a show.
I mean, it might be convenient,
just our everyday
I guess,
videos
but
with
I don't think I like it.
So can
I'd have to see it and actually try it, you know.
You can put metal in them.
because when you take your handles off, they store nice inside.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Small kitchen. Look at that.
We'll love this. Yes. Look at that.
We can still hear people.
Definitely makes it more convenient to store your cookware.
So amazing.
I love that you don't have to remember which handle goes to which piece.
That's huge. If you lost one handle, you're like, oh my gosh.
Showing the storage of the new nonstick cookware will be easily captured through a picture that you can post on your virtual parties. I think someone seeing how you have it organized in your home will be really effective to them being able to see how it can be organized in their home.
Introducing our new multi-pot with a collapsible steamer and strainer. How beautiful. This also completes our nonstick cookware.
Silicone collapsible steamer.
Pencil safe. This amazing coating.
Oh my goodness.
You're stealing my strainer over here. I love this thing.
So
Yes, so this is our collapsible steamer and strainer. So you can boil and steam in that. Exactly. This is also sold separately as
That will be nice.
a pot, which is really awesome.
I love then you don't have to take the big pot over to the sink and strain out your pasta. That you can just pull that right out.
Yep.
And you're done.
So you can steam, you can poach, you can even use it as a boil over guard at the top of your pan. Yep. And then it also acts as a trivet too.
Oh,
Which is really
wow.
cool. Isn't that awesome?
I think of everything.
And then the lid is really cool too because you can strain your liquids without losing any food. Strain the liquids out. So that's really cool.
Oh, that is cool.
And the best part is that you can prop up your lid without getting condensation all over the counter.
That is amazing. Yes.
Oh, handy dandy.
I absolutely love the multi-pot in the new cookware line and the functionality of that and the
The sound is not very high on this.
Mom, I want one pot. I want one tool that's going to do it all. And it's absolutely something that I'm going to share with my
I
kids.
have the video on mute on purpose.
You have so many options. I just feel like it's going to create more time for me and less work in the kitchen. So now that you guys know all about our new cookware, I want to tell you
We
about
can hear
our
a baby
and how it's going to be
and
decorated.
some background talking. You're
It's
not
really gonna show
muted.
you how high quality cookware plus some basic cooking skills like searing, sauteing, steaming are going to create really impressive results. I think that the new cookware is going to be a great booking tool for parties this spring and summer and in the years to come because one, it's beautiful, and two, we have nonstick cookware that is now dishwasher safe. And that's not something that I've seen before. The biggest thing is you can get it for 60% off or 50% off by hosting a party.
I think to really get a strong start in a new season with all these great new products, I'm really going to encourage people that they need to get a host, or as a host, get a piece of the new cookware, and they can get it half price and just get a one piece that they can try out. If they've got a whole set of cookware, they probably need just one piece they want to try out, the new stainless. Or if they were scared of the stainless and they have the nonstick, it's easy to add a piece of stainless into their cookware.
It seems like you didn't even notice these sitting behind you.
Wow. They are beautiful. And we have metal utensils now.
So we have included a line of stainless steel cooking tools, antique cooking tools to go along with it. And we completely redesigned the tool turnabouts.
I love it.
It's just like the tool turnabout in so much that it holds tools and it turns about, but it does so much more. The first thing that I love is because your tools aren't always right next to your stove, you might have them on the corner of your kitchen counter. So in order to make it really easy to grab, just the tools that you need. And also, there's one other little secret feature that I really love. Everyone needs, right, when they're cooking, a little spoon rest.
Oh my gosh.
The spoon rest comes out. You can
That's
use
so
your
cool.
tools, set them down.
That is so cool.
The spoon rest is dishwasher safe, so it's really easy to use again and again. This thing is wonderful.
So how do these, are they top heavy? Because the handles seem a lot
So,
bigger.
you should grab one. The handles they're elliptical handles, and they've been weighted for balance so that they feel really good in your hand, right? No wedding registry is complete without some really good cooking tools. This is all sold as a set.
Oh, that's
that's
cool. That's
awesome.
good. The rotating utensil holder that we have, that is not only it's stylish and it's stainless and it fits our the colors that are really hot right now in the kitchen, but also products that are versatile, that will make it really simple to work with our pans, and not just our pans, but other pans they might have in their kitchen. So they're not just giving us one tool for one item or one item that fits just one need, but they really give us multifunctional products that are great for many different things we need in the kitchen.
When we looked at our cookware tools, we really thought about what the right tool is for the right job. So for example, the nylon turner is going to be great for flipping pancakes. We have our fish spatula here, which I love. It's really flexible, and so you can get right under things like fish that are really delicate. The other thing that I love is that we really were able to design these tools with our cookware in mind. So the angle and the spoons match the roundness of our pans so that you can get inside the cracks and everything works, and it works together beautifully. And since we updated all of our other utensils and cookware tools, we wanted to kind of add a little bit of color to our nylon tools with our multicolor utensil set.
Those are so pretty.
They're gonna look so cute with the knives.
Absolutely, because they just look so good with our coated knives and our flexible cutting mats. We are going to be launching them together as a set.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So people will love having this.
Perfect gift.
Yeah.
For graduation.
Yes, and a starter home or something like that. Yeah.
What I love too is that it all coordinates really well together. So it'd make a beautiful wedding gift, or even in your own kitchen to have that beautiful teak. It's just gorgeous, along with the stainless steel, and then the new cookware and the non-stick cookware is really a full collection that makes it appear very classy.
It's so on
with
trend.
not that much effort.
Yeah.
Over the last year, we've done a lot of research on what makes a party experience great for your guests. And we found it all starts with you. You bring our products to life in your virtual and in-person parties. You provide great tips and teach new skills. But it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. Julie Gizzi will show you how she creates an engaging experience with a new recipe. She incorporates great tips that guests love and shares helpful information about our products. Now, here are 3 things to look for in Julie's party. First, she lets her guests get involved and try the products themselves. Second, she keeps guests interested with helpful tips. And finally, she uses the catalog to wrap up the party and naturally talk about the business opportunity. So let's take a look.
So tonight at our team meeting, I'm going to teach you some basic things on how to engage your guests with an effective cooking show experience. So we're going to make a new recipe tonight, pan roasted chicken with asparagus and a variety of vegetables. It's super delicious. And what I love about this recipe is when you're doing it at a cooking show, you're going to be able to teach lots of different techniques. You're going to teach your guests cooking techniques like searing and how to prep veggies appropriately so that they'll cook well. We are going to saute. We're going to reduce the juices that are in our pan, and we're going to put everything in the oven at the end. So you're going to teach your guests lots of different techniques, all with one recipe. I do my parties hands-on. Head to the sink and come on over. Bring your beverage with you if you like, and we'll get started in just a little bit. So all my guests have done that. So you guys are already washed up. So as my guests are milling around and getting to know each other, I invite them to come to an icebreaker station. So this is before the party actually really starts, and we're going to have everybody try the knife. So I'll demonstrate the first one, and then usually the other guests are starting to see from the others what to do. So you wrap your fingers around the knife, hold up close. Go ahead and do that, Danielle. And then show your guests how to properly use a knife. Bring your vegetable to a flat surface. A lot of your guests don't know that. They're just kind of hacking away. So we want a flat surface, and we're just going to chunk up these potatoes. So there's enough potatoes here for each of your guests generally to do one. So go ahead, you guys, get it all chunked up. And what we're going to do here is we're going to be making mashed potatoes in the rock crock. So obviously there's just 4 of us, so you can each do a couple of potatoes. We are going to cook these red potatoes in the rock crock without any water. So it's a super easy way to make our recipe go a little further and really economical, since potatoes just don't cost very much. All right, so let's have some fun with our pan sauce. So have any of you ever made a pan sauce before or seared meats before? Is that new?
I have.
Only a couple times.
All right.
And
So-
I've kind of stayed away from it because it's a little foreign to me,
A
so
little-
I'm not quite sure
a
how
little
to do
bit
that.
tricky.
Yeah.
So we start first with some chicken thighs, and I'm going to give you some really good alternatives with this recipe. There's different things that you can do. We are going to start first with a tablespoon of Dijon rub, and you're going to sprinkle a little bit on each side. You can use chicken breast if that's what you prefer, or you can stick with the thighs. All right, so we're going to add a tablespoon of oil to the stainless pan here, and you'll love that the nonstick is going to give you confidence in getting a nice sear. And what I love about this one is that if you've not used stainless before, you're going to love that. You're not going to be afraid of it. You're going to get that sear.
What I love is that you can totally see how nonstick that is.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
the oil does it. Yeah, it slides around, doesn't it? So you're going to set it on there. And here's the trick with searing that you want to remember. You set it on there and you leave it. There's no testing it, checking it, stirring it up. You've got to let the pan do its work. We want to just set it and let it go for 4 minutes. So the first thing we're going to do is work on our asparagus. Now, when you buy fresh herbs or asparagus, if you want them to last longer, use your make and take mason jar as a base.
Oh, what a
That's a
great
great
idea.
idea.
So add some water to it, and then when you stand your parsley or cilantro up in there or asparagus, it'll last longer, and you won't be opening up that veggie bin and finding black gook inside of a bag, right? So if you've not prepared fresh asparagus before, this is kind of fun. You're going to take a stalk, and you're just going to bend it, and where it bends, the woody part finishes. So go ahead, let's go ahead and do this together, and we can just leave them on the cutting board.
This is such a fun trick to do, and you know what? It makes it really easy for kids to get involved too, cooking in the kitchen.
Absolutely. We'll just throw them back in there.
Do you save these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm
What
going
do
to
you
use
do
this
with them?
today
Yeah.
as my veggie scrap bucket. There's going to be some water in there. That's totally okay. I keep a Ziploc bag in my freezer. Some of you have probably heard me do this before, but a Ziploc bag stays in the freezer. All my veggie scraps go in, and when I'm done cooking, I just dump it in. And sometimes if there's water, that goes in too. When it becomes full, then I have it to make a soup or a kind of a veggie stock. So we'll set this back here for now, and we're going to go ahead and slice up some vegetables. So I'm going to have you slice these into 1-inch chunks-ish, just loose, kind of a rough
Use the
chunk.
measurements.
Oh,
That's crazy.
this is okay to just eyeball. All right. We're going to slice all of these mushrooms and an onion, and I'm going to show you one way to make your onion slice perfectly. You're going to slice from root end to the bottom. Now, the reason why I have you do that is because it's going to slice prettier on here, but I'm going to have you slice ahead one more time. And what I find is that if I don't do that, this top piece is just going to be a rounded piece of onion, and I want everything to be uniform. So we're going to take a simple slicer. Now, what is the rule with this? If you don't promise to use this,
You can't use it.
exactly. We've got to make sure we're protected.
Yes.
And I'm going to have you work on some tomatoes.
Great.
So have you used the close and cut before?
I have not.
Okay. You guys are going to love this.
So you just put them all on there, just like that.
Fill it up. Yep. If
Wow.
you like
What
to
else do you
buy
use it for?
raw chicken, is probably what most of my customers like the most. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to bring your knife right to the edge, close it, and then slice right away.
Just like this.
Just like that. Yep. Just trust it. So you want to make sure you have a 7-inch blade. So if you don't have a sharp 7-inch blade, our close and cut comes with this blue knife, if you like. And then just dump them right on here. Check that out, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Wow.
We're going to go ahead and slice up those mushrooms. Now, you know sometimes you're at the grocery store and you'll find mushrooms that are sliced up already and you think, oh, I'm just going to save some time. Go ahead and give those a turn. It's better to slice them yourself. They will actually cook differently. So just throw them in there. Keep going on the mushrooms. Just make a big pile. We're using flexible mats today, and I love that these make it really easy to transport. So let's go ahead and remove the chicken now. And we're just going to set it aside. It's not fully cooked, but that's okay. Do you see how it's seared on the outside?
Oh, it's so
Yeah, it's
pretty.
beautiful.
All right. And when you
Awesome.
sear, you're going to get fond in the pan. So fond is when the seasonings and the juices from the meat kind of start to caramelize, and sometimes they get kind of stuck on the bottom. That's a good thing. So we're going to let that go, And we're gonna add our mushrooms and our onions and some garlic. So if you haven't used fresh garlic before, this is called a bulb. And these are cloves. I didn't always know that. The first time I was using fresh garlic, I thought this was a clove.
Oh, that. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
No one
that's a
talked
lot
to you.
of garlic.
Yeah. No more vampires.
All right, so let's go ahead
Or
and squish
husband.
that garlic right into the pile of mushrooms there. And why am I squishing it in here rather than there? Well, this pan is super hot and I'm afraid I'm gonna burn the garlic if I do it right into the pan. So when I am about to dump a bunch of vegetables, I just throw them all in with the vegetables. And then the
That's a great
moisture
idea.
from your mushrooms and your onions will prevent it from doing that. So there we go. All right, we are gonna add these vegetables right to the pan. And we're gonna let these cook for just a couple of minutes.
You guys, I'm totally loving that this pan is nonstick.
I'm a little
It's
jealous.
amazing.
I want to touch it.
So once you add your vegetables to the pan, the fond is just going to come up and flavor your vegetables. So what I love about cooking at this higher temperature from the fond that's been in there, it's going to caramelize your onions a little bit too. So they're going to turn a little bit darker in color. If you prefer not to have your onions be like that, just turn the heat down a little bit and they'll more or less soften. But I think the caramelization of your onions from the fond underneath is really delicious. All right, we're gonna juice this lemon. So we'll slice it in half first, and something to teach your family members or yourselves if you don't know this, when you need to juice a lemon, slice across the middle part versus slicing this way, because your segments won't allow the juice to release. So let's go ahead and slice it in half. And just a little quick tip for you, when you are purchasing citrus, look for the ones that look like they're not good. Look for the ones that might have greenish patches or lines that have yellow patches or oranges that have greenish patches. And those are the ones that are juiciest inside. So you don't need to microwave them. Let's give that a little stir. When I buy lemons, I tend to buy a big bag of them and I'll juice them all. And after I've used what I need for my recipe, I pour it into a freezer quart size or gallon size bag. So if I had maybe a cup of juice and I lay the bag flat, it's not going to be very thick, right? So I fold the cup over and stick it in the freezer. And once it's firm, then when I need a little bit of juice and I'm making this recipe and I don't have a fresh lemon, I just break a piece inside the bag and throw it in my pan and it's ready to go.
Such a great idea.
And the lemon is going to add a little bit of brightness. And we're going to add some wine. Open it up. I'm just going to grab a knife. We're just going to test. We want to make sure that the potatoes are really tender.
And you didn't add anything to this.
We didn't add anything, just potatoes.
It's going to look so pretty just mashed.
No.
Okay,
Red
that looks
skin.
good. All right, so how's our reduction going over here? You kind of see. Depending on how many mushrooms you put in there, it's going to determine how long it's going to take. So I think it's almost best not to worry too much about setting a firm timer when you're reducing. You just want it to if they say reduce by half, what does that mean? When you start to see that there's like some parts that might show dry skillet, I think that's pretty good. Water doesn't have any flavor, so we want to reduce it so that you have a concentrated amount of lemon juice. Yeah, that's the pan sauce that's coming up. Looking nice, huh? Doesn't it smell good?
It smells amazing.
Great. All right, let's work on these potatoes while that's finishing over there. So I love potatoes. I'm going to teach you a lightened up version of these mashed potatoes. We're going to use our mix and chunk. And are we not always trying to find a way to eat a little bit healthier? And what are mashed potatoes known for being loaded with?
Sour cream, butter.
All that good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to teach you a way to lighten this up where nobody will notice the difference. Okay. We need a bit of salt in there. This is certainly an optional ingredient, but we need about a quarter teaspoon to half teaspoon to your taste. Let's just put it on there. Salt actually helps your vegetables cook faster too. We want this, chunk it all up. Let's give that a stir. See how the liquid is, now you're starting to see some dry skillet?
Yes.
Then you know we're just about done. Is that not beautiful?
It is
Look at
beautiful.
that. So let's take the chicken and we're gonna just lay it on top of the vegetables. You can take the same concept. You're sauteing vegetables, you're making a pan sauce, and you have a protein. So use the concepts and change it up the way your family likes. All right. this baby goes in the oven. Are you
Oh
ready?
my gosh, yes.
So let's go ahead and stick it in the oven. It's going to be done in about 12 minutes or so. Now let's finish up these potatoes.
All right.
It can be as simple as just some Dijon mustard and almond milk. Do you guys like garlic?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's add some garlic too, because we still got a bunch. So we'll add some salt and pepper to that. And this is ready. How simple of a side dish is that?
That's great.
So let's talk real quick about this recipe that's in the oven. This will eventually become what I consider a no recipe. So how many of us cook dinner pretty regularly without really following a recipe? Right. And it's kind of, you know, little bits of here and there, but you learn the technique. You learned how to sear meat. You learned how to saute your vegetables. You learned how to reduce fluid or the juice that's in the pan. And then we're finishing in the oven. So if you think about adding those 4 tips or 4 cooking techniques to a variety of methods or a variety of recipes for quick night meals,
30 minutes or less.
It's teaching us to be a confident cook. So,
yes, yeah. So while we let the recipe finish in the oven, I'd like to show you through the catalog a little bit so we can dive in and see all the great products that you just touched in just these last few minutes. Sound okay?
Awesome.
All right, go ahead and grab your cell phones. I'm going to show you how to log into Express Checkout. So you're already logged into Express Checkout with a unique code for our host party today. Let's go ahead and each grab a catalog. I'm going to give you a quick guide through just the products that we use today, because sometimes products hide in the catalog. And so we're just going to fly through. I'm going to call your attention to certain things that we use. And if it's a product that you want to come back to, go ahead and punch it into your Express Checkout. And just to let you know, you're not making a huge like shopping purchase on your phones. You're basically creating a list. And when you're finished, you can make any edit. Don't be afraid to use it, okay? We're just going to stop where we see products. So the saute pan that we use today is on page 19. You'll see we've got a couple of different options with a stainless pan with a non-stick mesh that's on top. It's going to become your next new favorite because you're going to be such a rock star with gorgeous pan sauces, because you can create fond that you can't do in an executive pan. That's a product that you might decide that you'd like to host a party so you can get for half the price. To finish this off tonight, if you go to the inside back cover, you'll see our new consultant starter kits. When I went to my first Pampered Chef party, I was pretty much a newlywed. We've been married for 3 years, so we haven't started our family yet. And the only thing I could afford the first time I went to a show was a garlic press. About 2 months after that, I hosted a party, and about 10 months later, I became a consultant because I loved the product so much. At that time, I was working 60 hours a week, and this was just a fun way for me to make a little extra money to buy some plane tickets, but really to outfit my kitchen. I had products that were starting to wear out from, you know, wedding gifts that weren't, you know, and I was ready to redo.
Because this is a live feed, and they're releasing the new products, and it's supposed to be a video conference. I've never done this before.
Change things for lots of us, right? So I'm still going at it.
You're okay.
Cook in the process, because I was a pretty basic cook. I didn't really know when I started, but this is to deal with my family and be able to earn an income. I'm most proud of being able to detach myself to go to
That
college.
looks like you bought some pans.
I still get goosebumps every time I say that out loud because
I can't hear anything.
it's full childhood. If any of you need plane ticket money or want to learn how to cook or you just need a little money or you want a we're just showing you some of the things that I've learned so that you can grow a business. Are you all ready to try this recipe?
Delicious. In the party, one of the things that I really liked was how it was just a casual experience and everyone was cooking around the counter, and it's something that we would do with our friends and family anytime that we're together. So it made it a really real experience.
Watching Julie's party was a great reminder that the experience is not just about the cooking, but it's also about the being together, this seeing of making a recipe come together, hanging out with friends. So I really want them to relate to each other. I really want to get to know them. I want to leave feeling like I've made a new friend. I want
In-home parties, they make so much money.
they've got a new friend.
The one thing that all consultants should incorporate in their in-person shows to make sure that their guests have a good experience is to offer that intangible that they can take home with them, that knowledge, those amazing kitchen tips, those recipes. That's going to be something that they remember and are going to want to have.
I think what makes the party special is me, it's you, it's the consultant, it's what you bring to the party. So it's your relationship, it's you being authentic and having fun and just being who you are makes people want to partner with you. So when I always say be the person that you want to be around.
In addition to that, having fun is really contagious. So if you're having fun, others want to invite their family members over to do the same exact thing as well. So have fun and
well, it's the soft stuff. Like at Julie's party. So, when you're a used car salesperson, when you're having fun, it is. It's an easy fun. So
You're just sharing things that are going to help. Good luck with letting us hands off and kind of the try before you buy. They love that they get to see the products and know how they work.
By going through the catalog, I've discovered that it takes a lot of stress off of me. I don't have to remember where everything is. For me also to, in my mind, have a couple of products.
Open the top drawer. I'm in the top drawer.
Catalog.
Things.
I use a knife at every show. So when I get to the knife page, it naturally reminds me to put something in there about our business. If I have to be on, then I'll turn it over to the guests.
Please, the new people that joined us, would you mute your mics?
Like allowing the guests to put on for a moment so they can see, I could do this. I could do a catalog walkthrough with zero training. So at the end, when you're doing your checkout and you invite them to take a look at our business, they've almost had an opportunity to do a little bit of what we just did. And we're connecting with guests before the show begins. And part of the introductions, we get a clue on some of the things that are going on in their lives. And I think this can alert us to what we call, it used to be recruiting, right? Who has just moved, who's just getting engaged, who just went back to work after having a baby, who's remodeling. We can listen for those things. It can help us plant seeds for recruiting. Because did we all go to a show thinking we were going to become a consultant by the time we walked out the door?
And I think there's so many things that maybe it's for a fun night out, or maybe they want to stock their kitchen, or maybe they need to learn how to cook, or
Really?
income. I mean, who couldn't use extra money?
The biggest factor with virtual parties is building that personal relationship. Some things that I look for in people who would be really good for Pampered Chef are people who are active on the parties, commenting on every single post, who are playing along in the games, who are listing off all the products that they have at home and can't live without. Those are people that really stand out to me as someone who would be amazing at this.
Julie did such a great job, and we're thrilled that we can share her party with you. When you're doing your own parties, remember these tips. Create a warm and welcoming environment by introducing yourself and using guest names. You'll start building a relationship the moment they walk in the door. Give your guests something to take with them, tips and ideas. Let guests get their hands on the products. Gather everyone around and create an experience that's like a bunch of friends cooking together, rather than being sold. And when you mention booking and recruiting, let it come from the heart. Julie's approach to recruiting and booking feels natural and authentic instead of a sales.
I don't know about you guys, but summer is my favorite season.
Oh yeah. Great weather, amazing food. There's always something fun to do.
Totally. We're going to help you and your customers have your best summer ever.
Our next collection is all about helping you and your customers check things off your summer bucket list. From backyard barbecues and impromptu parties,
Wars and treats.
going to be an unforgettable summer.
Let's dive in. Nothing says summer to me quite like frozen fruit. So we've had a lot of success with our ice cream products. So we're adding to the line with our new popsicle maker. and accessories to go along with it. How adorable.
It is so cute.
So can you believe that you can make ice pops
Popsicle maker.
in 8 minutes? Ice pops. Yes.
It's frozen.
Traditional ways of making ice pops can take 24 hours, right? Takes a long time and it can be really messy, especially if you're dealing with kids. So our new Quixicle maker has addressed those problems, and you can see that these high walls are really going to spilling. So let me show you a little bit of what comes with it. The Quixicle base is going to come with 6 of these sticks. It's specially designed to help keep the pops on the stick and not on the floor. Right? Have you ever seen a little kid try to eat a popsicle, Quixicle? And then it comes with this key, and it's going to help you remove the Quixicle. This is our deluxe Quixicle accessory set, which is 3 more sticks, a measuring cup, but if you want to do stripes, have you ever seen these fancy? Yes, with different stripes. It's so fun. This is going to make it really easy to know how far to pour into the curved stripes. And then our tweezers will help you put the fruit up against the wall to make sure a good idea. It's very cute. And then we have our reusable frozen treat spoon and spoon set. They are so adorable. So after you take your popsicle out, you can pop it in there, and the mounted pops, kids can go ahead and eat those.
That is amazing.
And
So it doesn't drip all over their hands.
Exactly.
Your 3 little ones.
Yes.
Way less messy.
Exactly. And more paper towel wrapped around the base. And then you can use these just to eat ice cream or frozen yogurt once you take out.
Oh my goodness.
And we have an adorable little happy spoon to go with it.
Oh, I love the happy spoon.
Oh, it's cute. So, lots of fun. The Quixicle maker is something that I have not seen before. And the fact that we can make healthy treats in about 8 minutes is amazing. There's not many healthy treats that you can get ready that quickly. And one of the things that I really love is the little holders, because as a mom with popsicles around, you know there's always a mess. And these are going to help eliminate that. You want to make sure this is frozen for at least 24 hours. And then you're going to put your sticks in first. And then you make your recipe. This also works really great with fruit juices, chocolate milk, or even smoothies. And what's great is that you can do up to 3 rounds with the Quixicle maker before you have to put it back into the freezer and refreeze it. So that's really great to make fine popsicles.
So definitely fun for parents. Customize your own ice pops and be able to pull it out.
All right, so we are going to be making our strawberry kiwi pops.
Good way to get some fruits in.
So we're going to wait. It just takes just about 5 minutes to get it frozen.
So if you're doing the layers, do you have to wait for one layer to set up first and then add the next?
Yep, and you'll see there's a fill line.
Okay.
You'll see where it says
Yeah, I
fill
see.
line, so just put a little bit more. There you go.
And it's, of course, like a staple in every summer, you know, but it's a great option to have a healthier choice for kids, especially when they're running around with them all the time, to not have so much sugar.
But it really is something simple that kids can pull out and do themselves. So I don't have to worry about having to, I mean, I can teach them the one time and they can easily go back and pour it themselves. I like that.
Want to give it a try?
Okay.
Let's try this one. So go ahead and put the key on and then rotate it to the right. So you're going to feel some tension. And then you're going to see the Quixicle pull away from the wall a little bit as you're twisting. Oh yeah, now twist it the other way.
Oh my goodness. Awesome. That is so fun.
Wow.
It's yours.
That is
so
So cute.
That is so fun.
I can't believe how nice it looks.
I like food. It's supposed to be fun, so this just kind of adds to the experience. And
And you know, the white chocolate solidifies so quickly. I was afraid that to put it in here would make a mess, but you really could do this at a show and it wouldn't make a mess.
down in my area, those gourmet pop shops are a huge deal. So they're not cheap. I mean, they're all kinds of amazing flavors. But the cool thing is you can save the price and save the trip and save the traffic and just make those really cool gourmet pops at your house with your friends, with your kids, and it's all in your kitchen.
Bring back those memories that everyone has of Summertime fun, sitting on the front porch, eating a popsicle, just makes it fun and an experience.
This season, we are launching a great new accessory for our indoor-outdoor portable grill. You ready to see it?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. This is our grill tray and mat, and it fits perfectly on our indoor-outdoor portable grill. And this eliminates any smoking, flare-ups, or anything that you have to worry about when cooking indoors. And it also just makes the grill so easy to clean. This is a non-stick coating. It's wonderful, really easy to wash. You can also put it under the bottom of your oven, say, and keep all that stuff from burning onto the bottom of your oven, which is great. And it fits on any grill, right? So if your customers don't have the indoor-outdoor portable grill, they can use this on any single one of them. And you still get those great grill marks from the grill itself through the mat.
Wow.
You want to see how it
I would
works?
love to see how it works.
Start with a couple of vegetables, and you'll start hearing it sizzle.
And you're actually going to see the grill marks.
Yeah.
Cool. I can't wait to see it.
So the handles are great. They extend upwards, so you can easily use them with the grill mitts.
Can you carry your food in
Right.
after it's cooked, or do you have to platter it?
Because of the way that it's designed, you can actually prep your food right on the mat. You can then carry it once it's prepped, put it right onto the grill, and then once it's done cooking, just bring it right out to your table. Really wonderful.
If you do grill outside on a full-size grill, you can use half of it for that and then half for something else. So really good for your veggies. Eliminates the need for a veggie tray, because then this is multi-purpose. So it's one product for veggies or shrimp or chicken or kebabs or
anything that's small that will typically fall through the grill, or anything that has a ton of marinade on it that's going to just drop through and flare up.
I was going to say yes. Black bean burgers, things like that.
It's perfect for those delicate foods. Yeah, really easy to remove from the grill.
Yeah. But there isn't any smoke. It's pretty amazing.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite summertime activities is camping, right? And the best part about it is just sitting around the fire making s'mores. So we're really excited about our new s'more and fondue sticks. Really, really fun.
my kids are so excited.
They come in these telescoping fondue sticks.
Oh my goodness.
Really, really long.
Wow.
The handles are made of popwood, just like our grilling tools. And they're really, really durable.
I love how long these are.
I know.
No burning fingers.
So you can use these on the campfire.
Absolutely. And you don't have to worry about the sticky marshmallows anymore, because the heads are removable and dishwasher safe.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Right? And because they're removable, we're also including 4 fondue heads to go along with them.
Oh, awesome.
good idea.
That is so fun.
And so since we have these wonderful chocolate fondue recipe that everyone's been doing and loving, we have to have some fondue sticks.
Absolutely.
Right? So you guys want to dive in with us?
Yeah.
I've been doing the chocolate fondue and the cheese fondue. So we cube up the fruits and some vegetables, and we do the chocolate fondue in the slow cooker, and we also do the cheese fondue in the round covered beaker.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, really huge. I mean, because there's no dipping stuff in chocolate or cheese.
Right.
Yeah, I like theirs too, because then it's going to grip and it doesn't fall into your fondue.
I love the new fondue sticks and the s'more sticks. And to be able to do that over the indoor-outdoor grill with some charcoal, and can you just imagine the whole family sitting together around with their s'more stick and making s'mores over this indoor-outdoor grill? I think it's just going to be a phenomenal experience. Everyone's going to want to be a part of.
So I love the summertime for so many reasons. And one of them is I get to spend more time with my kids, right? And we all know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So what better way to enjoy breakfast than with our new Easy Pancake mug? Oh my gosh, so fun. We have our 3 shapes and our emoji stencils.
Oh, that is so
cute. For these. Spice up your breakfast routine. So adorable. We have all these different faces. The shape really holds the shape of pancakes. You can also do eggs, muffins, brownies, so many other things. And then when you're done, you just put this on top of your pancake or your brownie, whatever it is, and shake your powdered sugar, cocoa, even cinnamon sugar to create a really adorable design.
all of these products really pair great with our double burner griddle, even our new 12-inch nonstick skillet, and a pancake blender bottle too.
Well, and other ones are metals that will stretch your nonstick cookware, but this won't stretch your nonstick cookware.
I also love how durable these are. They're very hefty. They're not so clumsy. So that's going to be really great too. I can see doing a fun Facebook Live with these to kick off the new season.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it can be really hard to get our families to eat breakfast in the morning, but this is going to show you how to add some fun into your breakfast, keeping them smiling all day long. One of my favorite things about these silicone molds is that no batter leaks out under them. So your shapes stay just how they're supposed to. There's no leaking under them. And one of the other benefits as well is these tabs right at the top. So when you're ready to pull them off the pancake, you're not going to burn your fingers. And wait until you see the stencils that we add to the top of them in just a couple of minutes. So we're just going to let them cook here a little longer. But a tip to add in there, you want to turn your pancakes when you notice that the bubbles form at the top and then pop, and then they're hollow in the inside. Rather than flipping them right away when you see the bubbles, you want to let them sit there, and that's going to prevent them from deflating and keeping that fluffy texture. You're just going to release the molds just like this, right on the top. And I'm going to give them a little flip. How cool is this? So the next time that you're looking to make something special for breakfast, why not give these fun pancakes a try? And what better not to add a smile into every morning? Now I'm going to show you how we can just add a simple emoji face to the top. I'm going to choose this one right here and just sprinkle a little bit of cocoa. It's going to add some fun into the breakfast. And your kids are gonna love it. Check that out. How cute is that?
She asked you if she could play calmly. What's your question?
She could go.
I don't know why she would bring you a computer. She's okay. Didn't you tell her don't touch it?
Yeah, I'm like, why? I told you can go and play.
At the home office, we're always looking for ways to improve our products and help make your business easier.
And one of the best ways we can do that is by listening to feedback
I don't really understand
and customers give us. Your feedback is so important, and we're
she came up to you and said, "Can I play?"
Using two products.
You said yes.
Based
came
on
up and said TV.
We've received.
Okay, so did you tell her no TV? We can play.
A close eye on reviews and feedback.
Did you already say no TV?
Best-selling products, the Veggie Spiralizer. We tweak 3 things that make this product even better and easier to use.
First,
So
we
then if she touched a computer again
and keeps the
or
box.
after TV again, I would.
We moved the food chute forward, which means fewer noodles will break and they'll flow out.
And third,
Yeah,
we
I gotta listen to this,
locking
please,
screw.
because
So
I
it's
don't know if Dina's gonna pull me in on this call.
These improvements will help you and your customers enjoy spiralized fruits and vegetables all season.
So
Check
I gave him
Consultants
some,
Corner
I
tomorrow
think I told
afternoon
yesterday.
for more
Pretty
information
day.
and the demo video.
Awesome, but
We're
okay.
hoping to save a few toes with this next edition.
The new rolling pin holder is something many of you asked about.
Yes, it's a beautiful way to display and store the marble rolling pin. Plus, the backside doubles as a dough scraper.
And it's made of acacia wood, so it matches the handles of the marble rolling pin as well as the cutting board and the knife block.
So thanks for the great ideas and keep the feedback coming.
Well, we had an amazing time showing you all the new products. And thank you to Julie, Ashley, Allison, and Danielle for all the wonderful tips and ideas they shared with us.
Yes, thank you so much for watching and have a great season. Oh my gosh, you guys, Tim, Sandy, and our consultants did such a wonderful job revealing our spring product. Don't you agree?
I love that.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, we were going to have such a fun spring selling season.
It is going to be great. And you know, this year we're taking a new approach to product training, and I think our consultants are going to really love it.
Yeah.
And instead of the printed new product information guide, they're going to have downloadable digital worksheets that they can print out themselves.
I think that's great.
They're going to love that.
Yeah. And they're going to have a lot more booking and selling tips from the amazing consultants that we were able to just see.
Yes. Oh, so many great tips that they provided.
And the best part is it's all going to be available on Consultants Corner tomorrow afternoon. Yes, perfect.
Didn't you just love Julie's party experience?
Oh,
She had all of those little nuances that made for the best party.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I think we're talking Julie Gizzy, not Julie Aldridge, even though you have done a good show too.
She's the one that does the great parties, though.
I know. Oh my gosh. I have to say that we really need to tell our consultants to really watch those several times because they're going to continue getting great tips and techniques from Julie's show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
You know, party experience training is really going to help our consultants and our directors do better in-person and virtual parties this spring and for their whole career. I'm so excited about it. And that's going to be available tomorrow afternoon as well. So it's all great. Yeah.
And what I love about the training is that you can take it in bite-sized chunks, just like 10 minutes at a time, or pop yourself a big bowl of popcorn and watch it all, binge watch it, like an hour and a half. But then what what our consultants are going to want to do is make sure they take that training before the new season starts and just really pick something that they want to implement to make their party experience even better.
Yeah. And the party experience training is full of great tips for our virtual parties. We've heard our consultants ask for more information and more resources for virtual parties, and it's coming soon. Should we check it out? I think so.
So exciting. And more details are going to come in February.
It was awesome, absolutely awesome. And here's the thing, I cannot wait until tomorrow because all of the new resources are going to be on Consultants Corner, and then we're going to have the experience and product training, we're going to have the recipes and videos. There's really going to be a lot to look forward to.
Yes, so many tools to really help our consultants have great success this spring. It's just so exciting.
I know.
Okay, guys, next big event, National Conference. We love National Conference. And so do all of our consultants, and we want to make sure that every consultant has an opportunity to join us. Oh my gosh, we always have so much fun. All right, I've got an idea. How about watching the National Conference video right now?
Yeah,
okay, let's do it.
I love you guys.
Okay, I think we're back. Hopefully everybody got to watch that, and of course you're going to be able to rewatch it in different segments. There was a lot of information. I know from this pile of papers here that I've printed out that there's so much more that Pampered Chef has provided for us to have a successful March. First of all, a lot of people are interested in what did you get for the free-for-all. I know some of you have earned free products and you're wondering what you got, and that will be available tomorrow online. But basically, level 1 in December, you can earn the 10-inch stainless steel non-stick skillet. And I am so excited about these products, but definitely you're going to see me reaching behind me. I have a whole pile of stuff on the floor here. I have a little bit of packing material on this, excuse me, is going to be the 10-inch skillet. There's also a 12-inch skillet. You're going to find that this is very, very durable. The little hexagon is first made out of the stainless steel, and then it is sprayed on there and then rubbed off so that it's very, very durable, where you can use the metal utensils, you can put it in the dishwasher. So that's fantastic. The stainless steel is made in China, but the other non-stick cookware that we're going to be selling is made in Germany. I think the handles are made in Taiwan, but the cookware itself is made in Germany. So all of those things you've been hearing about Teflon do not apply at all to this new cookware. POF free and all the chemicals free. So this is going to be some of the safest cookware out there. People are going to be very excited about it, and they're going to love the durability of the stainless steel, and that you can put it on the convection ovens and convection stoves, excuse me. So super, super excited about that. Level 2 for December is the 12-inch non-stick skillet, so that you would be adding 2 pieces of the more expensive products, which is a wonderful thing for consultants to be able to have earned in December. We're going to, put out a list of the people who earn the free-for-all for both months and just put it all together. We also have level 3, which is selling 3,500 in sales. And that would be the 10-inch skillet, the 12-inch non-stick skillet, the multicolored kitchen utensils, the stainless steel ladle, the stainless steel spoon, the teak wooden corner spoon, and the teak wooden spatula. Level 4 in December is all of that, and then add to that a 2-quart nonstick saucepan and the s'more and fondue sticks, and those are really fun. We were in the military, and we would have these formal dinners where everybody would be all dressed up, and I can remember one time where a man who was sitting across from my husband pulled this little fork out of his pocket, extended it, and reached over and speared some food off of a friend's plate. And we all just laughed, and it kind of set the mood for, even though we were at a formal event, we were all there to have a good time. And so this would be a fun icebreaker maybe at a party where you can use it for more than just fondues and s'mores. I did show this to a friend the other day, and she said, can I get this for Valentine's Day? I want to give it to my husband for Valentine's Day. And I said, well, no, it's not going to be out yet. And she said, well, do you think I could get it in March for our anniversary? And I said, yes. And she said, he is just going to love those. So they're sold in a set of 4, and they're just kind of going to be a fun thing. We have a big barbecue pit in the backyard, and my granddaughter's absolute favorite food is s'mores. So this is going to be a big hit at our family. I know it's simple, but sometimes those simple things get you really excited. So moving on to January, which isn't over. So a lot of people can get their shows in and still earn more free products. In January, level 1 is the nylon turner, the stainless steel fish spatula, which I know is going to be a very popular item. You don't need to just do fish with this. This is really an everything spatula. It's super flexible. So people are going to want to use this for all kinds of things. And remember, our new cookware can take metal utensils. So you can be using this in our new cookware. Both types can have metal utensils. So this is a very requested item. I love that it matches our stainless steel whisk. So think of the quality of our stainless steel whisk and how nice that product is, you will get the quality of our new stainless steel utensils. The next thing that you can get is the stainless steel utensil holder. And I love the fact that it does have that little spoon rest right here that you can take out, and that it can come in parts. And I know that something I'm going to be using this for is to help me be organized at my shows. It's not going to take very much room in my bags that I already take for my shows, but I can use one of them for one recipe and another one for another recipe. I might even have 2 sets of these to really organize the different stations that I have at my shows. So I'm super excited about that. As you can see, in it I put the whisk so that you could see what, you know, a beautiful product line this is. And so don't just think about selling the new products with them. Get out there and cross-sell our older products. You put these in people's hands and they can instantly feel the quality. So that is great. And then we're also going to have, in that level 1, you're going to get the teak wooden spoon. And this is just a beautiful product. I can see having 2 of them to serve salad with them. And they are just a different quality than our other bamboo that we have been selling. I know that right now and in February, I'm letting people know that we're transitioning and that they might want to buy any bamboo. Again, you could go through who you've sold bamboo to in the past and contact those people and just let them know that we're going to be changing our line, and you're very excited about the quality that's coming out, but you know that a lot of people are going to want to stock up on our current bamboo. So that's a great thing. So that is level 1, and that was $1,000 this month. So a lot of people can still reach that, get that in. I know this last week and a half, I've been out there doing a lot of shows and getting those closed. I have 2 shows sitting here where my hostesses have made their selections, and I just need to finalize getting them in tonight. So, and I have 1 more that maybe it's going to close, maybe it's not going to close, but hopefully I'm going to get to the $5,000 level for the month of January. The next thing we have in level 2 is the non-stick grill pan. And we all know that this is a power tool to have at your shows. And if you aren't earning these, make sure that you host your own show right there at the end of February where you can sell out of the catalog. We're going to be getting the changeover paperwork. You can sell very effectively out of the catalog. Highlight the things that are going, gone. Highlight the new things. Give people 2 order forms. Do a going, gone, and an incoming party all in one time where you sell from both catalogs. That's very effective for filling up your February shows and dates. So level 3, the nonstick grill pan. Okay. And this is going to be even more durable and easier to clean. And again, the handles are interchangeable so that one handle works on all the different pans. But one of the things that I am going to be highlighting and showing out of the catalog is the beautiful, I call them glamour pictures, the beautiful glamour pictures of the kitchen right here, you know, what a pampered kitchen looks like. Get people to look at that and go, wouldn't you love to have your kitchen look like this? You know, our hostesses typically would be getting this for half price and this for half price, and go through and paint that picture of what it's like to be a Pampered Chef hostess. But the other glamour picture that I am going to be showing is this picture right here on page 6. Up in the corner of page 6, it has all that new cookware stacked together in somebody's cupboard right here. You can kind of see that up close, and the handles are in that top, and you can see how compact people can store their new cookware. So a lot of times people tell us, I just don't have the space, you know, that is a legitimate concern for people. So make sure when you're walking through the catalog and using your catalog to effectively sell out of, you don't have to have all the new products to get out there and promote them. You just need to know how to sell effectively out of the catalog. Spend some time familiarizing yourself with this catalog, and you're going to find that as a consultant who has their own show, you're going to be able to earn a lot of these products for free by having your own show, by just talking about them out of the catalog, posting videos that the company has put together on your Facebook page, doing your own virtual shows, highlighting those things. So that's really important. But I think this is going to be even more popular than our other grill pan. And I have a split thumb right now. You know, it's dry here in Colorado. But I have found that I can do this with one hand. I can push the button in and pull it out, and then angle it down and fit that in there. And also I can remove it. It's not going to come off just by pulling back. That doesn't work. You have to push in, pull back, and lift up. So there's going to be a little bit of a practice with it. I don't have large hands. I have weak hands, as a matter of fact. And I have figured out easily how to put the handle on and off. And again, if you're cooking something, as I said, you know, we can use higher heat with these. And you're cooking something and you don't want your handle to get hot, you can just take it off of there. One of the reasons why we're limited to how hot we can have our ovens on our cookware has been the handles. The handles couldn't take as much heat as the cookware. And now we can remove those and we can have higher heat with our cookware. And then again, we can put that back on. It does have a helper handle on this side. And so that's going to make it nice if for some reason, you know, you are afraid to put the handle back on. In the oven, you can use a pot holder and take them in and out with that helper handle and that stump right here on the edge. So just wanted you to know that. And again, you're going to be able to do this, and it's a lot easier if it's just sitting down flat and you're able to do it, voila, just like that, than it is for me trying to do it holding it up in the middle of the air and trying to stick the handle on. You can laugh at me, it's okay. Definitely, it's okay. So on the level 3, it's all about the deluxe quick sickle accessory set, the quick sickle maker, and the reusable frozen treat cones and spoon sets. And so these are just going to be really fun, whether you're making a Hawaiian ice in here and the kids are going to be eating it with these fun little spoons. And yes, these are happy spoons. I don't know if you can see, but there's a smile in there. Get out of the glare here. Turn this light off here. There we go. You can see that happy spoon and a little less glare there. Also, they can put their ice cream cones in here, so if they are running, or they can use this part of it and put their little popsicles in there and keep the mess from being all over. You know, I can remember that my dad used to take my ice cream cone away from me and try to lick it, you know, before it made a huge mess, because I just couldn't eat it fast enough when I was a kid. I can eat them plenty fast now, but you know, when you're little, you tend to make a mess with these things, but kids absolutely love them. So that's going to be fun. we have friends who are executives who are already playing with the Quick Sickle and posting some of their videos and stuff. I think there's a Nutella recipe going around for a popsicle that we'll have to post. Now that we can talk about this, we can repost that video tomorrow that Paula Guline posted on the exec loop to all of us. So that was great. And the next thing is level 4, and that's selling $6,000. And that is the multi-pot with collapsible steamer. And I'm going to pull this particular product up and talk a little bit about it. Okay, I was blessed this summer to go to Connie Florer's meeting where she was making spaghetti and meatballs in our all-purpose pot, where she was cooking the pasta down below and then steaming the meatballs up above, and then draining the pasta and then adding it all back together with the sauce. It was absolutely delicious. I know that on some of my cluster visits, team meetings that I went out to around the country, that I just took that recipe and duplicated it and showed people how to do that. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of recipes where we're cooking below and steaming our vegetables above, and that this pot does it all. If you don't have the all-purpose pot, you know, this is a great investment. This is something, you know, you're going to look forward to buying for 60% off or 50% off yourself. I know as a young mom, I would have been using this all the time for dinner, for chili, for spaghetti, anything that's messy. I like to say that this is a hybrid between a wok, a stock pan, a fry pan, a steamer, a double boiler, because all I have to do is put one of our glass bowls on this and put some water in here, not use the level all the way down, and I can use that with a glass bowl to use as a double boiler. So there's that. Another thing I know they probably showed you that you saw, but you can, when you're getting in there, you can hook the lid on the side so you're not setting that dirty splattered lid on your counter or turning it over and then trying to get it back over. So there's going to be lots of great things that you can do with this pot. But if you do have the all-purpose pot and you don't have it in the very beginning, go ahead and make those recipes in our current steamer and our current all-purpose pot, and bring the small skillet. If that's the product you earn, bring that and say, hey, here's the catalog. Take the old version, compare it to the new version, show people the video on a tablet or bring it up on your phone and pass it around. You don't have to have all the brand new products to start selling them. There's ways to get around that, and certainly showing them in the catalog or showing a video on your tablet or your phone is a very effective way to introduce the new products and tell people, hey, I'm earning this. I'm going to get it for free. Even if you haven't gotten it for free right now, let them know, hey, I'm earning it this month and I'll have it at your show for next month. So plan on earning these things so that you do have them. But again, you don't have to have everything to sell out of the catalog. And then that comes with the steamer too. So that's the free-for-all. That's going to be up tomorrow when they release everything. If you're so excited you can't sleep tonight, you need me to send this to you, we'll go ahead and post this as well on our team Facebook page. So I was talking about selling out of the catalogs. And one of the things that I noticed is that this time they're featuring just our most popular kit. I know my last couple of consultants who have signed up have chosen the ultimate kit. And I think they said something like 75 to 80% of the people are choosing the ultimate kit. And it is a fabulous deal. You know, I usually can add up 3 products and say, okay, these 3 products would have cost you $249 and you get everything else for free. And so one of the things that I have been doing currently at my shows is I talk about that, and I can star the 3 products on each of the kit sizes. Now, since we're only going to have the 1 kit in there, I'm probably going to take this out of the current catalog and put it in a plastic sleeve and continue to take this to my shows and pass it around. There's some online material that you could print off and use color ink on there, but really you can just take it out of the current catalog and bring that with you. So that's something that I'm going to be doing at my shows, to continue to talk about that. And, you know, just get a calculator, add up those 3 items and show everybody. It's a really non-risk business, 75% off on our starter kits. But if you wanted these 3 products, you got everything else as a bonus. So that's one of the things that I do. So when I was going through the new catalog, one of the things that I wanted to know is, what are the new Hostess half-price special groupings? And I looked at those and I was really excited that...
Hello, how was your day?
Whoops.
Was it busy? Oh, that's good.
All right, we're going to mute. Okay, there we go. So I love that there is a hybrid set of cookware where it has one of the nonstick stainless pieces with the popular nonstick. So nonstick stainless with a piece of nonstick stainless with the regular nonstick cookware. So that's a good deal. And you know, hosts pay $362 for this. One of the things that our new product guy at home office told us, that when he first saw this nonstick stainless, it was out of France, and the price tag for that cookware was about $1,000 a piece. And so Pampered Chef went to work getting that kind of technology, but at an affordable price, working with our manufacturers. And so that was really exciting to us, that we could get that kind of quality and ingenuity, but get it down at a much more affordable price. The next half price item I think you're going to want to feature for your bookings is the starter set of knives, the professional line, 3 of the most popular, from the chef's knife, the utility knife, and a paring knife, for only $80. So for the price of what most people are going to pay for a nice utility knife, they're going to get that chef's knife and that paring knife as well. Lifetime guarantee, and so that's great. Then there is, of course, a summer treat package right here, and it is all about our frozen treats, and that includes the ice cream maker as well as the brand new products that are coming out. And then there's a pancake set that sells the griddle and the pancake bottle, a flipper, and the pancake molds, as well as the emoji little pancake stencils. So that's fun. So I immediately kind of went to the middle of the catalog where we've had some additional sets that were bonus items, and went, oh, it's not there. So then I started looking through the catalog to look for where the extra value sets are that I have been using at my shows to effectively get more bookings than just the limited 4 that are on the back. And I just noticed that Pampered Chef, on their little thumbnails at the back, went through and put the sets all together. So when I'm going to be talking about bookings, I'm going to get them to look at page 59 in the catalog and see all those sets that are additional value items that hostesses can use as one half-price item. I counted them up, and there are 29 sets that a hostess can use. They didn't include the wicker caddy, so I'm going to say it's 30 sets. And I went through and like starred that as well, plus the 4 that's on the back. So there's 34 extra value sets that hostesses can get as a half-price item. That is fantastic. I mean, we've been effectively booking shows for years and years and years with 2 or 3 half-price sets that were an extra value. Now Pampered Chef has cleverly put it all together in the thumbnails, and you can use those to get even more bookings and more interest, and start painting the pictures. Don't just say they're half price. Tell them what's in it, and then give them the price that the hostess would pay. So I know that the Rock Crocs are helping me get shows for February, talking about those. Katie Woods, who is a fantastic director and trainer, has a great Facebook presence with her team, was talking about how she's offering additional 10% and selling the Rock Crocs for 70% off as an added way to contact people and get them super excited, and that she found that it's only 10% more for her, but she just really wants to book her February solid and was training her team on how to do that. So spend some time in this catalog. I think people are going to want their kitchens to be pampered. And I think if you spend time showing the beautiful pictures and the pampered life, taking some time at your house where you've redone a cupboard and put some new Pampered Chef products in there, and taking a picture of your cupboard and showing people at your shows or making a post on your Facebook page, I think that that is going to entice people as well. I can remember years ago that plastic company had modular sets, and they had the most beautiful pictures of how organized your pantry could be. And I know lots of people who made it their mission that they were going to have their cupboards look like that. I think that people are going to want to have the pampered life, and whether it's entertaining, using those products, I just really think that we can sell the sizzle and let people know what it really means to be pampered. So Pampered Chef sent us a list of what the directors are getting for free if they've been a qualified director. And what a qualified director is they've sold $5,000 in a quarter total, or they have had 3 out of 4 months where they've sold $1,250. So I believe every director but one on our team is getting these samples for free. And it's just something that they work towards. It's an extra perk for being a director. And this is that list, and somebody added it up. I think it was $1,024 worth of products that directors get for free. Now, why am I taunting you with this? You're not a director. It's because if in the next couple of months you promote to director and you have those kinds of sales, Pampered Chef is going to give you this season's of samples in arrears. So you can still earn this by promoting to director, and of course you will be earning the next season of products as well. So it's not too late. I know we have about 4 gals who are getting close to promoting. I'm watching them. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at their teams and seeing, how close they are. And it's going to be really fun when they get these. And invariably, I'm going to get a phone call going, I didn't know I was going to get those. I'm so excited. My husband was so impressed. What a great company that we work for. And so that's coming up too. So that's another way to get those products in your hands for free. A lot of people just flip a switch and say, I'm ready to promote to director, and they do that 30 days, 90 days, depending on where they're at the business. But, that's just another instance. this month, I practically sold my whole requirement for the whole entire time in 1 month. So even if you're off track, that's something that you can do, is you can start selling. You know, I really believe that it is a decision to start selling. That a lot of people don't know why they would want to, or what the benefits are, and how they're going to help other people. So another thing that is going to go up tomorrow and we're going to talk about is the spring booking blitz. And the wonderful thing about Pampered Chef is they give you the words to say. And so they're going to go through, they're going to tell you how to handle if somebody has an objection. There's a little grid right here for that, how you can help people on a date, to get people from saying, I want to have a show, to get them actually on your calendar. There's a little training right there on that. Also, what to be excited about. You know, when you were watching that video, was there something tonight that stood out to you? I know that I am going to try the express checkout differently than what I have been doing, where I introduce that at the end of the show. I'm going to start having people put things in their cart, use it as their wish list, so it's right there and it's going to be super easy for the checklist. And I didn't know that. You know, I learned that from Julie Gizzi, and I can't wait to try that. I'm also going to be training on POF free on the cookware. I've known for a while that I've been using cast iron in my kitchen, stainless steel in my kitchen. I've fallen in love with the Rock Crocs, and I've been primarily featuring the Rock Crocs and selling the Rock Crocs because as a home economist and a mom and a grandma, you know, I just wasn't sure, you know. I just wanted to make sure that I had integrity in my sales and that I was helping people to be as healthy as they possibly could in their kitchen. So I just really haven't featured tons of nonstick cookware for the last couple of years. And I am just over the moon happy about this cookware, and I am going to be singing its praises and really getting out there. Making an egg in here is like a dream. You don't have to use oil, comes out. And again, these can go in the dishwasher. People have been asking for that. No rivets, so super easy to clean, durable, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's just so much. You want to get trained on it, and you want to be excited, and you want to be able to get that out there for people. Pampered Chef is providing the training for you. And I know that we're all busy, and maybe you don't have time to sit down and go through this 1/3 of an inch stack of papers, or you're going to do it online. But just listening to the video a few times where you're cleaning the house, put it on your tablet, put it on your phone, put it in your back pocket and listen to it. You will absorb it. And that information is what sets apart a okay consultant to a great consultant, is when you can do that needs-based selling. And I'm going to talk a little bit about needs-based selling a little bit more at the end of this. But this is, you know, a great way to learn about the products, the key features, you know, why people are going to want them, what problems does it solve in the kitchen, how does it compare on the market, why is ours better, how are we going to use it, how are we going to promote it, and then it goes through and it gives you a chance to write down selling tips, ideas that you have, finding recipes that you might want to feature at your shows. And the really great thing about this is our new season's best recipe collection right now is all about one-pot meals and those different vessels. We are going to have the new season's best recipe really featuring the cookware. And it is going to have desserts in it. They're beautiful recipes. Right now, Pampered Chef has 50 healthy recipes that we can put on our Facebook pages and get those out to people. When I've been adding a post. Okay, my office assistant, Deena, has been adding on my Facebook page. She's also been sharing with you so that you can do what I call monkey see, monkey do. I have been copying Barbara Duke and Beth Jacobs and Susan Kaufman and other successful directors in the company for years. Successful consultants. I will copy whoever has got it going on and just post that. So if you see something, just go ahead, grab it. Go to the marketing imagery, go into the digital training, online training, and grab those images and post them on your Facebook pages. Anyhow, there's so many different trainings that are going to be coming up. I just encourage you, take a little time between now and the middle of February and get familiar with these products. Sometimes just getting a few at a time is great because then you learn to sell what you have as opposed to, oh my gosh, an entire UPS and FedEx truck just delivered 6 boxes on my door, and I've got to learn about all of those products at once. So that's one of the reasons why I enjoy listening to the trainings. I'm holding it open to this page so that I can remember to talk to you about the spiralizer. So, there is a new spiralizer that comes with our samples, and that's because they've restyled it and improved it and made it better. I haven't had any problems after I realized I kept leaving a piece of the vegetable up on the little spikes, and then I kept trying to add more vegetables to it. It was a real mess. After I figured out that I was doing that routinely, I haven't had any trouble with my spiralizer, and today we did post a little video that I did at the very end of one of my shows. I did a little bonus segment on zoodles, and there's a short training on the different products that you can use to make the zucchini noodles, the healthy vegetable noodles. I just use little short pieces of squash so you don't get the full extent of when you're going back and forth with a whole piece of broccoli stem that's longer, or carrot, or all the different vegetables that you can use. But this is something that you can do at your shows to make sure you're finding the right product for your customer. And again, we'll talk a little bit more about that. So just wonderful, wonderful online training for you either to listen to or to get in there and really, dive in deep. Another thing is the Rock Carrier is going to be available for hosts in February. A good reason to contact anybody who has bought a Rock Crock, that it's a host item and they can get it as a half price item. So for $25 as a half price item, or $50 full price, they can get the Rock Crock Carrier. And again, this is a wonderful thing to pack your Rock Crock in to take to your shows so that it is protected. You could still use the Rock Crock sweater sets, the neoprene stuff, but just go back and see who you've sold Rock Crocks to in the past and ask them to have a show. And it is while supplies are limited. So this is to encourage you to book early in the month. These, while supplies are limited, are frustrating when you're not one of the people who gets them, but it really encourages your host to book earlier in the month. And the reason why you want to have that happen is you could possibly still rebook that new booking from that show into the same month. And by the end of the year, you can end up with a dozen or so extra shows by always trying to book earlier in the month. So this is going to be up and as an extra bonus for hostesses. Really important that you look online for our new promos. On January 30th, they're going to post some new promotions, and February 1st, they're going to post new promotions. So They're not going to let us know until the very end of the month or the very beginning of the month what those are, but they are letting us know to look online. So one of the things that I use regularly is the specials at a glance or 3-month flyers. That is something we try to put up on our team training page, allstaratlas.com. And I very effectively book shows from those at my shows. And I feel very organized. I get them in people's hands, and they can also use them when they're having catalog shows or to send out to other people. So these Rock Crocs are really generating the bookings at my current shows. Also, I hope you've taken a look at what it takes to earn a trip. I know we had a consultant, Autumn, on our team who decided she wanted to earn the trip. She started working towards the trip. She promoted to director towards the end of the year. She built a team. She recruited more people. She earned lots of free bonuses along the way, better paychecks, earned her first trip, and I call it double and triple dipping. So not only do you get the trip, but you get those great paychecks, and you're earning all those free products and the free-for-alls and our monthly little challenges and stuff. So I hope that you're taking a look at that trip as not just earning a trip, but a pathway to success with the company. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about was what are you going to be making at your shows? And you know, Julie Gizzy just like helps people get dinner on the table. She had that basic show where she was making the potatoes, she was making the chicken, she added the vegetables and the tomatoes with it. It was a beautiful, beautiful presentation, but it was something that people could take away and be duplicatable. Now, you know, I'm just kind of laughing. I did just post on there my little apple blossom muffins that I made for dessert at my show that I did last Friday night. So that was my last show, not my last show forever. Somebody asked that, are you quitting? No, just my last show last week. Anyhow, and one of the gals at my show, she said, these are really fun, but I can't ever see myself making it. But she said, these are really fun. And they are taking pictures of themselves with these apple blossom muffins and posting it on their Facebook page. So, you know, we used to call them whoopie wowzers. And that just makes your show really fun when you add something that's beautiful. And honestly, these are the ones that people didn't eat. You should have seen the beautiful ones that people were eating and taking pictures with. I think I've got a whole pan of them, and I made them in the square brownie pan. But you could also do 3 roses together and make those in the little mini pie pans. So they're really, really pretty. I'm working on a cinnamon roll recipe that is the apple blossom with cinnamon rolls. So that's just something that you can do. But when you get excited and you get your hostesses excited, like these walking taco shows that I've been doing, people are saying these are so much fun. I love these. You know, I could see myself doing these for my son's baseball team or whatever it is, doing the one-pot meals, the mini cakes, the mini pies. And don't be afraid if you have something that you see on Pinterest that you think is going to get you bookings and get your hosts excited, go ahead and do it, because this is an advertising company. So learning to sell out of the kits, being able to buy these products as an active consultant for 50% off. So as long as you have had $150 last month, or you hustle and you get $150 in this month or next month or the month after that, you're going to be able to go online. We're going to post the link where you can go ahead and get any products that you didn't already earn for free at 50% off. So all of the brand new products are available to all of us as active consultants, and the definition of active consultants is having sold $150 in a 2-month period. So then you can order those products for 50% off. You know, I'm going to encourage you, this is kind of like my call to action, for you to spend some time getting yourself trained, getting yourself excited about these products, playing with these recipes, going through and listening to the training and saying, well, I would do that, or I could promote that, or my friend would really like that fondue party, or, you know, my friends would really like to learn how to make a pan sauce. You know, just any of those kinds of things that you think would add value to your shows, and make a list of them and play with those recipes. Decide what products you absolutely have to have. Spend a little time as soon as your changeover paperwork comes, going there, researching the catalog, putting stars, dog-earing them, you know, every place where I think there's an extra value set, you know, I have dog-eared it. I know that I went through the back of these thumbnail products and, you know, tried to figure out the different categories of things, what I want to sell in groupings, which bundles I want to show out of the catalog, which bundles I want to take with me, and I spent a little time doing that. So then once you've done those things, then you're going to be able to get online and instant message your friends that have the green lights on their Facebook page, contact them about having a show. Hey, I saw something I thought you might love. Can I send you a little video? Can I send you the picture of it? I think, you know, these one-pot meals might be right up your alley. Let's do a show. And then go ahead and send them a little video. Or call people, talk to them, say, hey, can I text you something? I use the pictures to warm people up. I send them the monthly specials, then I call them. I send them some recipes, then I call them. So just really quickly, it's not something that you have to, you know, do perfectly. You can find something that's even close to it and post that to them. But I really think that that helps people remember why they were excited, why they told you they might want to have a show, and it makes it real. So start contacting people. I have had some car issues this last month and a half. I think I've had 3 flat tires and 1 persistent problem, and you know, I just keep taking it in, and they're under warranty and they're getting fixed and everything. So I was back at the tire store Saturday morning, and I was reading this little plaque that was on their wall, and it was about integrity, and it was like the Discount Tires by Carl Bruce, what his personal mission statement for his company was. And I really liked it, and I just thought, hey, this is really good stuff. And so I just started sitting down and saying, okay, what makes a successful business, and why do some people really make a go of a direct sales business? I'm just looking for my little write-up here. It's right at the bottom of my agenda. It's hiding from me in plain spot. What really makes a difference? And I really felt like he hit upon some key points. And the very first thing that he talked about was integrity. And, you know, integrity can be your compass. You know, what do you want to do? You know, and I think the foundation of my integrity in sales is I want to really help people. I really think that we have a great product line that can change lives by helping people get in and out of the kitchen quickly, more enjoyably. They can entertain. I do believe that a lot of people gather around the table or gather in the kitchen at a social event and connect. And that families have an opportunity. You can teach kids so many skills. And then there's the whole health issue and healthy eating and things like that. And our products, you know, can highlight that. And so when it came down to really finding that niche for me with a company, it became about service as the heart tug for my integrity in selling. I just really believe we have quality products that are going to last people a long time, and it was just a good fit. And so part of that is my motivation and my why is I really do believe in service and believe in wanting to help people. But I also wanted to help my kids. You know, Julie Gizzy shared that one of the things that was most exciting for her is being able to pay for her son's college in cash and not to go in debt with it and to have planned for that. And I know that that was something that was really important to me as well. And so although I wanted to help my customers and I wanted to help my hostesses and I wanted to make it fun for people, I also really wanted to have the flexibility where I could have the lifestyle that I wanted as well while I was working and really bless my own family with my Pampered Chef business. And so then he talked about capacity. And capacity, you know, that's our ability to learn it, to share it, to package it in a way that is effective for people. And, you know, I also thought it's our capacity to work, our willingness to work towards a goal or a vision and to be who you want to be and to find that in your business or, you know, just is going to be your happy place. And so I thought, well, that was interesting. And then he talked about understanding what makes, you know, you tick. Do you understand how to make yourself work? Do you understand what your customers' needs are? Do you understand what could be exciting for somebody else? What could be exciting for yourself? I always talk about you got to get yourself excited first, but also that understanding of what the new products are and what's marketable and what's really going to help people in their kitchen. And then that knowledge, you know, being willing to spend the time to get through this material. Yes, that's a commitment. It's an even bigger commitment if you only do one show every 3 months. You know, if you only do one show every 6 months. It's a bigger commitment that somebody that goes out there and, you know, does 2 to 3 shows every single week. Then this is time well spent. So how do you get the knowledge to get the bookings if you don't spend the time? And so I thought that knowledge was important. And then it talked about training, you know, that knowledge is training. And right now, you know, I'm needing training in technology. The products are easy for me. The recipes are easy for me. But some things aren't easy for me, and I still have to learn it, and I still have to figure it out. So then you know, the opportunity and this needs-based selling that I just keep talking about. So I posted this video on all our different ways of making noodles. Some people just pick the most expensive item. That's what they take to their show. That's what they feature at their show. I really feel like one size fits none. And that really, for me to do a good job, I have to understand people's budgets and ease and cleaning of the products. I have to understand really what people need. And so what you see on that Zoodle video that I posted is me trying to hit different needs of our customers, not just selling the spiralizer, but talking about the julienne peeler, talking about the veggie strip maker, showing the versatility of the quick slice that I absolutely love, and all the different things that you can do with it. So I think when you needs-based sell is when you stop worrying about what's going to make you the most money and really target and help your customer figure out what's the right product for them. That's when you're going to get people coming back to you over and over again because you listen to them, or you try to make the right fit. And I think that's important with the cookware. I think it's important with our knives. I definitely think that there are lots of products where they have a couple of different choices, and we have to spend the time asking the right questions for our customers and trying to figure out how to get them to use the products that they're buying, support those products, do the customer service that we need. And then there's experience. I was in different kinds of sales before, and so needs-based selling, when I was selling carpet and draperies, where, was I selling a $30 mini blind, or was I doing custom shutters for $10,000? I really needed to listen to my customer and figure out what they needed by asking those questions. So then he talked a little bit in his mission statement and about, without your integrity, motivation is dangerous and self-serving. People see through you and see greed. They know that it's not about them. He talked about, if you don't have the motivation, you don't have that driving force that makes you work. If you don't have the capacity to connect the dots, you're not going to go very far because you're not marketing things to your team. You're not, getting your hosts excited. You're not selling the sizzle that gets you the bookings or brings you the recruits in the business, or for the recruits to see how they can advance up the ladder. And so having that capacity to help other people find the solutions that they need. If you don't have understanding and apply it to other people, and we only look at it like ourselves, like a lot of people say, well, I think that's really expensive, but they don't understand that other people see the value in it because they see the quality, they see the longevity, they see that they're not going to have to replace it, they see that they're not going to be frustrated with it. Sometimes we have our own limiting beliefs that we project on other people, and we decide that they can't afford it, or that you think people can't afford it, or whatever it is. So, I really think that understanding, knowledge is nothing if it's not shared with other people. It doesn't matter how much you know. If you don't share that with other people, if you don't train your team to do what you're doing, that knowledge goes nowhere. And then he talked about how when we share our experiences with those other characteristics of integrity and motivation and capacity and understanding and knowledge and experience, and we put that all together, we're going to help enough people to get what they want that helps us get what we want. And I just thought that it was really important that we come down to, why do we do what we do? And are we willing to put the work in to really help other people with this business? And then when we do that, the blessings come back to us tenfold in satisfaction, in repeat customers, in bookings, in people joining your team, and having a good time and creating the life that you want to do. And then his final point was to surround yourself with other people who are like-minded and share the importance of these characteristics. You know, in this company, we used to call them batter bowl buddies. And that was two people who decided they were going to walk the stage together, or they were going to do so many shows a month together. And they just shared their ideas and they held each other accountable. Sometimes we have negative people in our lives that are trying to pull us back. And surrounding ourselves with positive people. I'm going to put my office assistant, Deena, say hi, wave at everybody on the spot. This woman is cheerful every single day, and she is one of my best cheerleaders. Sometimes my husband can tell me why something isn't going to work, and I don't want to hear that. You know, I want a support system that says, okay, let's do this, and gets excited with me. And so do you have that person? Yeah, I pay her, but it's her personality and characteristic to be excited and to be positive and to try things. Do you have that kind of person in your corner? Is it a best friend? Is it your mom? Is it your husband? Is it another Pampered Chef consultant? If you don't have that, let's find it for you, because I think that's one of the key things about being successful is having somebody you can chat with, bounce ideas about, but also somebody who says, let's do it. And then when you don't do it, they come back and go, well, why didn't you get it done? And so that's important too. So Deena and I are going to leave you now. Have a great week. Don't discount the last couple of days in January. There's lots you can do to earn additional products. Make sure that you use February to set yourself up for success. Don't just coast into the new products. Use February to earn new products, to get the bookings that's going to give you more bookings and really get your business going before the new season. Spend a little time, go through this. I can't wait for your changeover paperwork to get here and for you to get your free catalogs and this information and the new products to start arriving on your door. We'll be sending out a lot of links on the Facebook page, and tomorrow the company is going to release those links as well. So best of luck. Thanks a lot for listening, and share this with other people who you want to join your team as well as your teammates. Thanks for your time. Talk to you guys later. Bye.